Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Damian Wright here again, episode 24. And we're talking about building new habits. When's the last time you built a new habit or tried to build a new habit? Good habits, I might add. um, when I think of building a new habit, it's almost like a software update for yourself or a software update for your soul. In our 40s, we get into this mode where it's more about maintenance, and we spend like a lot of time on our homes, our families, our kids, our friends and our family, like all of those things. And we rarely start new things. We rarely go out and make new friends, for example. Um, but when you think about it, like building a new habit, this gives you the opportunity to play offense and not defense. Um, and it's like a declaration to yourself that um, you're under construction and you're trying to transform yourself. And I think it's important for a couple different reasons. And one, I think about what I've heard called the cementing effect. Like, uh, we get into these modes where it's it's the roads that are traveled most frequently, and it's easy to travel, and it's easy to become set in your ways. And um, when you think about building these new habits, keeps it keeps your brain young, and it's like forging new connections, and it's sparking your brain in a different way. The other part that I think about of how it helps you reclaim agency, and what I mean by that is you get to be reactive, and this is something that you choose to do versus what you have to do or what you're forced to do. And it's like this territory of you're leading what's important to you, and you have full control over how you approach it and what the outcomes may be. And that's a huge psychological win. Again, the dopamine that goes off in your body, um, it's definitely rewarding. And the other part is like how this compounds our well-being. So, for example, we think about like, hey, our 401k is compounding interest, but do we think about like how compounding interest relates to our well-being? What do we do every single day that helps us get better? It could be 10 minutes of reading, it could be stretching, it could be any small win that you consider over time that it's going to multiply. A 10-minute walk, you walk 10 minutes every day, 15 minutes, or 10,000 steps every day, that multiplies over time. And as we close it out, I don't think we unintentionally build or like stop building new habits. We just unintentionally inherit old ones, and we just have to be aware of that. And so, like, my challenge to you all would be to think through what's routine, what conserves the most energy, what's comfortable, what's boring, what's stable. That's like easy for us. And moving into a place where you're investing your energy to be intentional. These spaces are like challenging and rewarding, and it creates transformation. That's the result. And think about how you can approach that as we dive into this next week, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So, again, happy Sunday. We'll see you this week, and looking forward to having the conversation.